G'day everybody, it's Max, and welcome back to InfraSpace the Experiment. That's right. And in this episode, we're gonna push on. I think I've got most of the power run into the grids, and of course, we got a little blue science on the go, so now we gotta get ready to push towards green science. So let's get to it. Hey everybody, look! We have more people living here than actually work here now. It's great. Of course, that means, enough people are now being, getting enough food. But you notice these houses still have nobody in them, right? We still have plenty of housing for people. So feel free to move in anytime. Holy smokes, you guys could deliver people faster. It would be great. That'd be awesome. Now, what are we doing? Well, we're up to 14,000 population possible. Yeah, we got. What do we have here? We have 466 people. Yet we can hold 14,000 people, and we're not done. Nope. But let's go have a look. Oh yeah, thanks for the lag. Yeah, we're lagging hard now. We are pushing things to the limit. Okay, but hey, look at that. It's all powered. It just has a lot of O's to go with it. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Gosh darn. What we're going to do is, to get rid of the O's, we're going to try a little experiment. Let's just try throwing in a few of these. Now, this means, we should have a few workers come on over here and hang out, right? Because they're going to be jobs. And now, they're not living over here. They're just working over here. And what they should slowly do is deliver O2 to all these buildings. And there's a lot of buildings. Let's have, yeah, there's a lot of buildings. Let's head on up to our District 3 here and do the same thing. So what we want to do is we're not going to add a whole lot, right? It's not like we're going to slam these full of all kinds of stuff because, one, people can't even get here, right? We just kind of want the symbols to go away, so symbols deactivated. So we're just going to throw in, are we out of concrete? Oh, really? You need steel for that? Really? That was not planned at all. Okay, well, all right. Well, it turns out, let's have a look at our research. Well, we are researching solar panels at the moment, which of course we have no green science for. But we do have steel production. So let's get a little bit of steel production up and running so as we can actually do the things. Okay, yes, thanks, lag, for all the internal stuff. Now, steel production. Hey, we like that. Steel, of course, requires a little raw ore and a little carbon. Gee, I wonder where that comes from. A little raw ore and a little carbon. You almost think they were almost the same thing. Sure, but in this case, steel then needs a place to kind of park itself, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the back road here, like this. We'll put, I don't want to put too many in, because I don't want to get all steel crazy. Yeah, I know, you're going to need some power, and there's no power out here, blah, 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 all the things. Listen, just give me a second, would you? Look, see, power, and, you know what? What do we got, 2 concrete? You know, I'm not going to put any more steel in than that. But I will now have to put in a second warehouse. Now, I'm very nervous about warehouses, right? Warehouses cause traffic. So we're going to be very, very careful on the warehouse. And actually, I'm going to set it off up here in its own little world, right? And this is on purpose because I'm probably going to break it off later. So I don't want it. I actually don't want it to actually remain here forever. All right, there we go. Okay. And yep, there comes all the iron ore guys. They're excited. yeah, they're happy. They're like, yes, we are delivering. And I expect, oh, yep, here come all the carbon guys, right? Because they haven't had anything to do in a while. So they're going to do some steel for us. That's awesome. And of course, once we get a little steel down and a whole bunch of stuff, we're going to come back because, hey, guess what? We need green chips. It's the start of the beginning of the things, isn't it? Of course, this is where we actually have to get a little more focused. And what are we going to do with the green science of the things, and where are we going to put it? So now that we've kind of got we got a little oxygen being delivered, right? Like, see, hey, look, right? These 3 trucks, they're just going to deliver oxygen around for a while. And I mean, no one lives over here, so that's perfectly fine. You just keep delivering your oxygen, mister. I'm going to let it build up a little steel so as I can get some more oxygen up top. And at the same time, I think I need... no, it's just a little bit of... You know what? Let's do a little food here as well. Yeah, let's just do a little bit of food. Yeah, we'll do a little food. I mean, this is only concrete, so why not, right? We'll do a little bit of food. And again, these are going to take forever to get out there. And they can upgrade, even though there'll be nobody in there. Let's do the food up here. Yep. Thanks, Leg. Listen, I know, computer, you're suffering. And, you really shouldn't be suffering. Because, like, we only have 400, people in the map, right? Yep, I see you guys are doing a little bit of a thing. Hey, we got steel. Look at that. We can actually put, like, a few of these down, and it's perfectly fine now. Boom, like that, right? And now we can actually do a few of these, too. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. There. We're going to let them guys, do a little extra work up here in the empty districts while they do a thing. Why not? You know what I should do? Yeah, come on. Come on, Lag. You can do it. You can do it. Of course, I've cut this part of the city off, right? But that doesn't mean these guys should not be getting food. Right? Just because no one's living up here yet doesn't mean nothing. We should definitely work on that too. And you know what? Turns out we actually have enough people to do it. So let's just do that. All right. So they're gonna get a little food. Everybody's gonna get a little food. Everybody's gonna get a little oxygen, and they're gonna probably do some upgrading over time because it's gonna be really, really slow until I pick up the pace. Oh, darn it! I'm short for power. Yes, look. Just listen to me for a second. Would you listen? We're working on the power issue as we speak, but I do need you to kind of work with me for a minute, all right? There we go. Are we all right? Good. All right, very good. All right, bring it back. Once we get a little farther in, we get ready to do some green signs. Hold on a minute. And we're back. And, silly software. Thought it was recording. But it wasn't. But it is now. So, we have science back up and running. And we're still under the jobs number, so we're good to go. Now, in this case, what we've done is we have, of course, it's a 1-to-1 relationship for blue to green signs. Blue takes 20 seconds, green takes 60 seconds, but you need 3 blue signs to make that work. So in this case, 1 blue signs building will feed 1 green signs building. Now, the green signs is getting a bonus of 8%. So, well, actually, it's getting 32% in this case. Which is going to throw things a little off, but I'm just going with the raw numbers, so I'm not too worried about that. Now, in this case, what I've done is I have moved science from its original location into this corner of District 1. Now, of course, science was down here by our little bit of steel making, right? Which we still need carbon for, so I can't just cut it off right away. And of course, at the same time, it's also doing our concrete making down here. So we now have this new district. Now the new district, of course, blue science, easy to make, right? You need a little carbon, and you need a little iron, and you're good to go for blue science. Green science, almost the same, right? So basically it's blue science, whoop-de-ding-doo. But you also need to be making green chips, which of course is what you see here. And thanks, Leg, for just spinning that all around. I really appreciate that. And of course, you need a little sulfur. Now, what's going to happen here is that, as you can see, this green chip area will be green chips for sure. And then what's going to happen is it's going to get cut off. So right now we don't have one-way roads, but we are going to be putting in one-way roads because there'll be no reason for, I don't want this iron here to really be supplying anything more than this. In fact, I could do a district here, I think. In fact, it's probably what I should do. Nope. Districts. Yes. We will take the iron ore. District. And this, of course, is. Well, you're gonna let me. Boom. So this iron ore here. That's good. And we're gonna make this electronics. Do the things. Zip. Right here. Yep. Cool. And so we'll go back to the iron ore, and we take this iron ore and we say, hey, I want you to feed just that. Boom. And you have to forgive the lag, but it is what it is. Now, I have iron ore up here. That iron ore up there can feed this blue science. So where is our blue science of the thingies? No, your neural processors. Where is my blue science? I know my eyes are terrible at this. I know. There's the red science. Okay, here we go. Blue science. Yep, we're going to do the blue science. Like so. Yep, thank you very much. Okay, yep. Gee whiz, thanks, Leg. And, of course, we want this raw iron ore over here, which I will just plop down a great big circle on. Boom, like so. And now, oh, gee, no. Don't go, hey now, just chill. Okay, listen, we'll redo that again. Listen, I just want you to go, boom. All right. Boom. Okay, turn that off. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to feed this over here. Oh, I know you're thinking really hard about that. I know you can do it. You can do it. Listen, give me this, give me the arrow. Boom! There. So this iron ore we know will only feed these green chips. And we know this iron ore up here is only going to feed this science. And there's some research solar power plants. You betcha. We like solar power. Solar power's awesome. It does require a lot of steel, though, and a lot of concrete. So we'll probably up our production there a little bit. We get a few more people moving in here. It'll be good. Let's get a little more sciencey stuff on the go. One thing we do want is one-way roads. And so we'll get that started as well. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of districts for control, as well as, of course, we want to make sure that, and this will expand as we move on. But you'll notice we've got this, besides the road of carbon coming in here, because I really have no choice. Carbon is only available through the city at the moment, and will be for at least another 2 levels. As we check the city itself, just because we remember, people can only live in these first 5 rows, so I have to kind of keep checking them manually every once in a while. Thanks, Leg. You know, I have to keep checking them every once in a while. No, I don't need the district thing anymore. Thank you very much. Yep, everybody go away. Okay, so that's 10 out of 10. That's 10 out of 10. What do we got going down here? 0 out of 10. Okay, we got lots of people. We got lots of room. right? In fact, if we were to count these, that's 51, 52, 53, 54. So there's 400, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So, like, I mean, this strip will hold 1,500 plus people. So I really shouldn't have to worry too much about anything right now. You know, while the rest of the world is doing things on its own. Now, let's actually have a look at how things are going in the rest of the world. So as you can see, there are little habitat upgrade signs happening, and that's because we've left these unconnected districts to do a thing, right? So, right, these guys are making a little food for us. They make a little O2 for us. And they ship that stuff off, right? And everybody's got their oxygen, and these guys are shipping out their little bits of food, and everybody's happy. So let's move up to District 3 now and have a quick look up there. Yeah, thanks for the basic habitat. Let's see how District 3 is doing up here. And so District 3 is coming on. Look at this. Wow, it's made a lot of progress. So remember, this had nothing to start, right? So as you can see, our 3 oxygen, well, these are atmospheric processors, so they're also making carbon, but only these 3 are slowly filling up this entire district. And hey, one-way roads, hooray! Let's do more research. All right, concrete roads. We just want roads. Okay, so as you can see, District 3 is pushing out and has level 2 habitats with nobody in them, but that's okay. We don't need anybody in them right now. That's fine. If we come over here to District 2, I am hoping to see some of the same benefits. Sure enough, look at that. Again, we only have 3 atmospheric processors and I think 3 farms over here. And slowly, the traffic is making its way across, right? As we are actually working over here in our little corner of the world to make things happen. And that's what we're going to do. We're gonna need more concrete, and we got the. And it turns out I got the peoples. I got the peoples to do it, right? So we're actually gonna move this down just a little bit. Now, how do I really want to handle that? I didn't really do this the best. We're gonna need couple of these. Yeah, 2 of those. Now, you know what? I think we'll just put in 1 more concrete mine for now and call that one a done mixture. Let me see. Okay, you're stalling for no reason, Max. Just do the thing. Just do the thing already. Do this. Do this. Okay. Hey. You did the thing already. I'm good. I want you to do that. Now, I want you to do this to that. And then, yeah, okay, you can click there. Click there. Okay, cool. I need you guys to move down a little bit. Yep, thanks. Concrete. And we're going to put some sand miners in here. 1, 2, 3. And that requires 1 more concrete factory. Do that, do this, do that. And then we need some power over here by the looks of it. Because it says, hey, give me some power. Okay, just hold on a second. We're gonna do the power thing. Lots of the power thing. Because I gotta fight through the lag. Holy smokes. And again, this is still early access, right? So, you know, it's perfectly fine. So now we've got our third concrete up. I am gonna make one more steel as well. Steel tends to be a little slower, so we definitely want to have that coming in. Yay, research completed. Looks like I'm going to have to rejig a little bit of road here, but that's fine. Yeah, so steel, where is my concrete? Yeah, so like concrete's only like 10 seconds, and steel's like 16 seconds. So you kind of got to have a little extra steel to keep up with your concrete. Now, you don't always need as much steel as you do concrete, but, you know, at the same time, we got the stuff for it. We're good. We's good. We's all right with it. So, in this case, yay us. We have concrete roads. Concrete roads. Take me home. Okay, let's get on with that research. Wind turbine blades and then home appliances. Now, I'm not too excited about them home appliances. You know, first things first, right? We are going to want to keep pushing. We're going to want to keep pushing this this whole thing out. So right now, of course, Districts 2, Districts 3, and much of District 1 is still being fed the initial farm stage, right? We don't want to break them out just yet. So, hey, guess what? We don't need to. We can just sit back, relax, and let them just keep rolling it out, right? You know, we'll keep letting this population number just slowly climb on in here. You know, if we have a look here, well, these guys say there's nobody moving in at the moment, but I think that's a lie. Those are lies. You guys had better get some stuff together. And I think there are upper limits as to what it will do before it wants you to upgrade again. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm just going to let this do the research into things. And it's actually kind of interesting, you know. So are we actually looking at certain limits here where it's like, you know, you got like 6 blue science and 3 green science, and that's about as high as you can push with a 505 limit? It's possible. Very possible. I'm sure once like you got to level 6 and you could just run sky's the limit, that's great. But, you know, you kind of get the level 6 before sky's the limit, and it's great. So in this case, I'm going to bring it back. We're going to run some science for a bit. We're going to let some more O2 fill in. And then when I bring it back, it'll probably be for the last round, as we try to push, as we try to maybe do a little bit of that Home Depot stuff. Home Depot stuff. The home appliances. You knew what I meant. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so in this case, we're just replacing our old windmill power with our new solar power. Oh, yeah. And, come on, get in there. Holy smokes. There we go. Okay, leg is backed off for the time being, so we're going to carry on. I know I'm going a little over the boundary line here, but it seems to be okay for the moment. So it's going to if it's going to keep letting me go through the boundary line, I am going to keep running these panels along the outside edge, which is fine by me. Of course, now, because we've been allowing stuff to build up, I'm pretty sure I've got more than 29 out of 40 power. But let's finish putting these in. The numbers are very confusing all of a sudden, and it's making me very nervous. Sure. Yep, do that. Come on, lag. Oh man, let me tell you, I get, and again, I guess I should have expected some sort of lag. You know, it's a thing. Okay, so let's see what happens. You know, power 29 out of 40. Really? Is that what you think is going on? Oh, it's because I must be looking at some other network. Yeah, give me this network. Yeah, like I got 1160 on this network. We're perfectly fine. And soon we're going to connect. Like when we start running them down this side, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. How are the guys doing? They're doing pretty good. Of course, we got few people moving in very slowly. They move in one at a time. So every once in a while, I will add like an extra atmosphere renewer. Or, of course, in this particular case, I added one and a simple farm. just to kind of start spreading the news, right? Start spreading that news. You betcha. And of course, what are they doing? They're slowly filling everything up. You bet. Slowly but surely. And I'm kind of hoping that that once we get rid of some of the symbolisms around here, some of the like some of these symbols, I'm hoping the lag kind of improves a little bit, because it seems to be the symbols that are causing me more lag than anything else. As you can see, we're making great progress up here. Lots of upgrades have been happening. Again, same deal, right? We try to put in a few extras every once in a while, and throw in a farm every once in a while. And of course, there's nobody up here. Nobody's up here, right? So it's all good. It's all good up here, right? I mean, you know, there's nobody using these habitats, so they're just sitting here nice and full, right? They'll slowly keep getting, well, currently none being delivered on that one, but they will slowly just fill up like this guy. See, right? See, slowly fill up, and then once they do, they just kind of park themselves and they're good to go. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep letting these guys fill up. Now, of course, what we'd really like to do is, I'm going to let this run for a bit longer yet. I just wanted to show you that progress was being made out there, as well as the new insertion of power. Power, yeah. As we'll have a look here at the tech tree for a second. Obviously, we're going to have to put in home appliances so we can get the small town, and of course, then that allows us to get in highways, and of course, then allows us to move into large town. Now, large town for me only has one purpose, and that is particle filters, right? Because that's what this is all about. It's all about particle filters. So as we can break down the oxygen and the carbon separately, and then we can do the stuff and the things. Of course, to do that, we're going to need that yellow science. But I can't even get into large town until I get through small town. So I guess that means we're going to have to build at least some home appliances. And then, of course, once you do that, you obviously have got to build computers, because I think that's the next one, right? We build computers. I don't think there's anything else that goes with this one. I think it's just home appliances and then computers, and then this one here's like food processing and stadiums and home robots and the things. I thought stadiums was back here. Where's parks? Where's the parks at? That's what's missing. Where are the parks? Like, are parks just a thing now? Can you just put parks in whenever you want? No, you can't. Right? You can't. Where's the parks? Large buildings, aluminum. Like, I know I didn't research parks yet. Nope. So we have fertilizer, neural process, yellow science, and home particle filters, nuclear, uranium, superhighways, 6-lane roads, self-cleaning. Like, we have stadiums. There's schools. There's red signs. Where's the parks? Like, parks is missing from the list. Okay, I don't know why that is. Mystery to me. Parks should be here. Just saying. But we're gonna come back one more time, put in a little bit of a section to handle our home appliances, and then we'll I don't know, figure out the mystery of why parks aren't here anymore, right? Like, is it just a free upgrade now? You don't even have to research it? Okay, sure. So with that, I'll bring you right back. Yeah, you can all stop laughing at me now. I found the parks. It's under large buildings. Okay, just letting you know that I found the parks. Now I'll bring you back when we're ready to do home appliances. Okay, it must be that time to try and do a little bit of home appliance shopping here on the Max Network. Okay, so we don't have TSC here, the shopping channel, so it's Max all the time. It's Max TV all the time here, and you want your home appliances. Everybody wants home appliances. Sure they do. So we got to get them some home appliances. Well, to do that, of course, we got to start making some home appliances to start shipping these people. We're going to make them a home appliances right here. So as you can see, we have an area. And of course, to make them home appliances, the first thing we need some iron ore, which that rock just happens to be going through. And of course, we also need a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So we're going to need at least a couple of those. And sure enough, when I'm about to be short jobs again, but that is my life right there. We'll do a copper mine over here. Gee, I actually thought I had more room than that. You know what? Let's see if we can't fix that up right now, because I don't want to get into that kind of a mess. Let's see if we can't do that, and then delete. Yeah, come on, keep up with me now. Keep up with me. There we go. There we go. Okay. What's that gonna do for us? So yes. Oh, you'll like that all the way across. Okay, good. That's what I want. I want you to like that all the way across. So we're gonna throw one of those in there, and then of course, now I'm gonna end up being short for jobs, right? Until they start seeing these home appliances show up on their doorstep, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, home appliances!" Yes, I know. So we of course are gonna start giving them the home appliances, and so we'll put those 4 in there. Now, turns out, these actually need 4. So if you want 4, you just made 4. So we're going to put them 4 up here. And hopefully, with a little bit of luck, everything will go tickety-boo. 1. Well, of course, that had to do that, because that was the thing it did. We'll go 3 and 4. There we go. So what should happen is that we should get some electricity down. What are we short? 603. I'll fix the job market here in a second, because that's a thing. Really? You're gonna be that fussy on this road, right? I guess you are. You're not really giving me a lot of choice here, people. I just want to say. Okay. Let's see. Let's take this power line. We'll just take this power line straight over. Boom. Done. And you guys are powered. Cool. Awesome. So you guys should start delivering the trucks and things. Yes, you are. You should also be delivering. Oh right. Yeah. The seconds on these are really different. What is your time? Yeah, you take twice as long, so I need way more of you. That's way unfair. So here, have another one. In fact, have a third one. No, we'll go with 2 for now. Okay, so I got to fix the jobs problem, which I still have a problem. Now I just realized something when it comes to carbon and O2. I only have the atmosphere processors. That's why it doesn't matter what I do with carbon. It's the O2 that matters, right? So I could cut these. Whoa! Now let's not. Listen, we don't have to go crazy now. We can make this fair and even for everybody. We'll go something like that for the moment. We should be more than fine, and this will allow. Yeah, I know you're going to be short 1326. Yeah, but you're probably taking in all my housing into account. So let's not panic on that just yet, would you? Now you need a little bit more of the peoples. So we'll give you a little more of the peoples. Okay? There's some peoples for you. And of course, we're not kind of paying attention to some of that at the moment. Because of course, are you guys doing a thing now? Well, you're short stuff. Yeah, you got some, you got some, you got some. You don't got none. You're like, you got ripped off, man. Like, are you going to deliver? You're not delivering any to him either. Wow. Wow, is he ever really upset with you? Like, this guy got 11. You couldn't give any to this guy? Man, that is just so mean. Look, oh, man. That's just not nice at all. Okay, well, at least them guys are pretty much loaded up. What are you guys doing? Besides your 32 seconds of fame and fortune. Sure. Well, you know what? We'll give this guy a third miner because, boy, are they ever getting ripped off. And, you know, a thing, I guess. So I expect to see home appliances being made here like any second now. Like, what are you guys doing down here? I mean, you guys are running 100% efficiency. Deliver the things. Like, you got 12. You got 12 of these things in storage. What are you doing? What's the problem? Incoming storage is empty. Currently being delivered 32. Really? Well, when are those 32 being delivered? I would say never at this point. So you know what? Listen, I'm going to just do the quick cut here because I think it's bugged out. Because these are two-way roads. It's not like they can't drive up there. I mean, we see traffic driving up there. Look, see, we see cars. See, these guys are driving up here, and they're going to drive in, right? And they're delivering all kinds of iron ore. So I'm gonna do a quick save here, and then a quick reload, because I think the game's just a little upset with me. I might be pushing it too hard. I'll be right back. Yup. You're not going to believe this one. Actually, you'll believe this one because it's me. The reason my circuits aren't being delivered is because it just brought them all the way across the map from my science center. That's right. Because I hadn't switched these over to one-way roads yet, there was a slight problem. Of course, I had set up districts for the iron to go into the electronics factory, and this iron to go into this science. What I didn't do was set up this copper to go into this electronics factory, and I didn't set up this electronics factory to go into this science. So it said, hey, I got lots of copper and green circuits over here. I'll just ship them all the way across the map. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, so it did. And you will now notice that we now have stuff being made. So I have fixed our little problem. Of course, what we'll have to do is I'm going to have to bring it back again one last time. Oh gee whiz! Because looks like it's well, we want to see an upgrade. We want to see an upgrade so we can get that research done, right? And I'm assuming what's going to happen is the first houses to get the upgrade are going to be these ones right here. Because, of course, magic things are going to happen. Now, how many do we need for this upgrade to take place, Mr. City Center? You need at least 300 level 3 citizens. Okay, so now that we've... okay, carbon trucks are allowed to come over. That's fine. But nobody else is allowed to pull that stunt ever again. Okay, I'm going to bring you back once we get close to the upgrade, and then that way we can see it happen in action. Yeah, that's right. Little red trucks, go deliver your things. And hopefully we'll get to see a city upgrade shortly. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Leveled up. You betcha. And in this case, of course, what we've had to do is just wait it out. So, of course, them home appliances, of course, we're coming from this part of the map here in District 2, and of course, they were being shipped into District 1. Now, the home appliances have no attachment to District 2. They just tend to use this highway that runs down the side of it. And of course, when they started to populate, they would populate the closest housing first. Trick is, this housing has nobody in it. All the people, of course, started populating from this end of the map, where the launch pads are, and of course where the original food and atmosphere processors were. So it took a while for the trucks to make their all the way down here and to make these all level 3 housing. But now that they've made it down here, now we actually have actual housing with people in it, now actually getting their appliances in here. Now, this is going to fluctuate a little bit until this grows a little bit more, and of course, that's fine. We'll get to see that happen as people continue to migrate from the left to the right, and as the goods continue to move in from the right to the left. We'll have to increase those numbers, right? So like right now, for example, this is running out because they are using those. And of course, we're going to have a look here. 6 are going to be delivered. Okay. The trick is when are they being delivered? Okay, well, I just seen a truck pulled in there. So there's 2. So people are now moving in, and that's a good thing. So this is going to be something that goes back and forth. Now, the plan would be eventually is to kind of have these centers of industry with distribution highways into these major districts. Obviously, we don't want this much traffic driving through this much city altogether, unless there's not a lot of traffic to begin with. Which is another thing I'm trying to go for, which is, of course, we're trying to minimize traffic, and of course, that way we can try to load them up if we need to. With that, though, we've now established that we've got a whole new branch of research opened up now. I can research away, I can get the computers, get the parks, we'll be able to push it onwards, and meanwhile, you will now notice that all 3 districts now have all their oxygen, and will soon have their food as well, I believe. Most of them actually do have their food done as well. So as you can see here, like they're all loaded and ready to go. So we're going to want to stock these up eventually with home appliances. But right now, I'm just looking to see how the balance is. We want to make sure that the balance isn't too out of sorts. With this section of the city, and this is the active city section here in District 1, just these 5 lines here. And of course, we're probably going to have to add a few more lines just to get the population to level 6. I think it was at 3,500 or 5,000 or whatever it is. But to get that kind of number, we'll have to add probably 3 more rows, and then the rest of this district and the other 2 districts will come online. As you can see, as they're populating up, I'm not adding any more houses. Haven't since the late 13,000s. So 4,000 more people can move in just because the housing is upgrading. So that's where we are. What are we doing next episode? Well, we're going to keep going on. I think I'm going to try and do computers somewheres here along this section, possibly. We'll try and do either computers here or in here, or a combination of, because we need the aluminum, and we have not 1, but 2 deposits on this hill, but I can't go to the right with this hill. You notice there's only 2 ways down, and they're both to the left. So the computer factory may actually have to go up in here somewhere, and if that's the case, then so be it. It is what it is. But at the same time, we also need, you got to have the iron, you got to have the copper, because we've got to be making some electronics. I'm Max. This is InfraSpace, the experiment, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.